Welcome back, and we're in chapter 5 again. We're in verses 16 through 30. And the book of John says, "This is why the Jews were seeking all the more to kill him, because not only was he breaking the Sabbath, but he was even calling God his own Father, making himself equal with God. So Jesus said to them, 'Truly, truly, I say to you, the Son can do nothing of his own accord, but only what he sees the Father doing. For whatever the Father does, that the Son does likewise. For the Father loves the Son and shows him all that he himself is doing. And greater works than these will he show him, so that you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives life to them, so also the Son gives life to whom he will. For the Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to the Son, that all may honor the Son, just as they honor the Father. Whoever does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life. He does not come into judgment, but has passed from death to life. Truly, truly, I say to you, an hour is coming, and is now here, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son also to have life in himself. And he has given him authority to execute judgment, because he is the Son of Man. Do not marvel at this, for an hour is coming when all who are in the tombs will hear his voice and come out, those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of judgment." Well, up to this point, we have listened to John tell us some of the amazing things about who Jesus is, what he came to do, and some of the incredible interactions between himself and other people. I hope our discussions have been helpful and you're beginning to understand Jesus. But today, in going forward, we are going to get into some things that I will tell you right up front. You're not going to fully understand them. I don't fully understand them. And no one who has been studying the Bible and been living as a Christian for many, many years completely understands what we are about to be told. And there's a good reason for this, and I am glad it is so. God is not like us. He cannot be explained like we would talk about each other. He is infinitely greater in every way, and because of that, our little pea brains can't take it all in. But we're going to try. We begin this section following up where we were in the previous section. The clashes with the Jewish leaders had begun, and now it's getting ramped up even more. And clearly they hate him not only because of his obvious wisdom and power, but also because he was correcting their false beliefs, and he was claiming to be God. His response, he did not back down. He was not afraid, and he just told the truth. You'll recall in the previous episode I explained what the command was about the Sabbath and how the Jewish leaders had perverted it into something that drew the focus of people to the things they couldn't do, rather than focus on their relationship with God. Here we find Jesus correcting the idea that when God said he was going to rest on the seventh day, it did not mean he did nothing. If in fact God rested in such a way at any time, the entire universe would cease to exist, because he not only created it, but he holds it all together. Jesus gives a legitimate defense by saying he can work on the Sabbath because his Father works on the Sabbath. But he doesn't stop there, and what Jesus says draws an ironclad picture that he and the Father are one God, but have different roles that will be played out in his plan to save sinners from condemnation. There is one God in three persons: the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Wait, what? Isn't that three gods? No, it is not. And this is the part that I was telling you would blow your mind. I'm going to borrow the flow of thought from a book written by R.C. Sproul about the book of John, because I can't say it any better than he does. And I'm going to change the words just a little bit to maybe make it easier to grasp. Here it is. We distinguish among the three persons of the Godhead in terms of their roles in creation and redemption. It is the Father who sends the Son into the world for our redemption, or another way to say that, he comes into the world to reconcile the broken relationship we have with God. That's redemption. So it is the Father who sends the Son into the world for our redemption. It is the Son who acquires our redemption for us. In other words, he does what is needed to be done. And then it is the Spirit who applies that redemption to us. Remember in chapter 3 where Jesus said that the Spirit blows like the wind and people must become born again by the Spirit? There's the three persons, okay? Hard to understand, impossible to understand completely, but we're going to learn more. Let's go back to the passage and listen how Jesus talks about himself and the Father. He says, "Truly, truly, I say to you, the Son can do nothing of his own accord, but only what he sees the Father doing. For whatever the Father does, that the Son does likewise. For the Father loves the Son and shows him all that he himself is doing. And greater works than these will he show him, that you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, so also the Son gives life to whom he will. For the Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to the Son, that all may honor the Son, just as they honor the Father. Whoever does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever hears my word and believes him who sent me has eternal life. He does not come into judgment, but is passed from death, or you could say condemnation, to life." Wow. So here's the wrap. Jesus is now going on offense to declare and defend the truth that he is the Son of God the Father. By doing so, he's also defining roles for himself, the Father, and the Spirit. There have been many attempts to create word pictures to better understand the mystery of one God and three persons. So we have to be very careful to both teach what is in the Bible and not teach what is not in the Bible, so our understanding of the Bible is not perverted in any way. Pray today that the Lord will give you wisdom to understand. Thanks for listening. See you next time.